It's quite obvious right now that Marvel Studios has found huge success with the rebranding slash continuation of X-Men the Animated Series with X-Men 97. And multiple times during the last few weeks, the people involved with the show have been asked whether or not we could ever see a tease of these characters in live action. Well, the answer seems to be maybe. So if you've been keeping up with what's been going on with X-Men, specifically X-Men 97, you know that just recently we saw a blink and you miss a cameo from Uatu the Watcher. Now obviously, Uatu showing up is pretty significant because of implications, right? It's all about the implication, just as long as the implication doesn't involve a boat, but I digress. So anyways, in a recent interview with Screen Rant, the director of episodes 2, 4, and 6, and also a different director who directed episodes 3, 5, 7, and 9, were talking about their desires and if Marvel Studios has at all discussed bringing the animated series characters into live action. And the answer from both was, well, we're never going to say no to a phone call because it would be a good challenge and we would love to try new things. So at some point, we are definitely going to talk about it and we are going to pick up the phone and have that conversation. Now, I think anybody who's anybody with a brain that can connect teases and logical assumptions that are hinting towards something, right, can look at what they're doing with X-Men 97, can look at how they've treated other things in the MCU multiverse now, even acknowledging the Sony stuff, and say, well, yeah, giving us these characters in Secret Wars, I think, is a given. You know, bring back some of the Foxmen characters, bring them back in different interpretations where maybe they're dressed up like the X-Men 97 versions and they're just playing the live-action counterparts, or who knows how they handle it. But I do think that we are legitimately gonna see it, and I think they even know that it's gonna happen. Hence why they're able to put in a reference like The Watcher, for example, because it's building up the anticipation and getting the chatter going. And every time there's something like this, the chatter absolutely takes over the bigger part of the conversation. So to me, it's kind of a no-brainer. And it also allows them to then produce MCU variants of these characters. You know, action figures, hot toys, merchandise, the most lucrative part of any of these blockbusters, and Marvel knows how to work the marks to buy all these things. Because I am one and I buy everything. So they know what they're doing, and I think they're leaning heavily into, well, just wait and see, but yeah, we're gonna do it. Like, come on, we already had literally X-Men the Animated Series accurate version of Professor X played by Patrick Stewart.